You're now tuned into the number one independent radio show in Connecticut. Titanium Radio. On 89.9 Cute FM Hartford.
Titanium Radio at Titanium_radio. B Davis here, DJ QT on the ones and twos. Darius behind the camera. Shouts out to Fuji. We got a very special guest in the building, man. We got the band Possm in the building. What's going on, man? Is it Possm? Is it the Possm?
Yeah. How's it going? Thanks for having us. We appreciate it, guys.
We got Earl in the studio with us. We got Alyssa on the phone with us. Alyssa, how you doing, Alyssa?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. I'm doing good.
Yeah, so it's the professors of sweet music. The whole thing was a joke.
Gotcha.
One of my former high school students taught me how to play guitar, and I thought this would be a hilarious name for people to have to say out loud. And then we actually started playing shows, and people sort of just shortened our name to Possm. The Possm. It's how we've become known.
Professors of sweet music. So, is everybody in the band a teacher?
Everybody does education on some level, right?
Really?
So, I'm a high school teacher. Craig's a middle school teacher. Brian does IT, but worked in a school. Ben and Dave all do lessons. Dave works for the School of Rock. Alyssa also works for a School of Rock, where they teach kids how to play music. So, I guess on some level, we're teachers.
How did the band form? Was it at like a parent-teacher conference or something like that? Like, how'd this come together?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of shame. And so the minute that someone put a guitar in my hand, I was like, let's play in front of people. Let me write some songs. And so me and a couple former students actually played a function at the school, and I roped some people in, and it got the ball rolling from there. I roped in some buddies from Hartford, and it sort of just kept going.
Wow.
Met Craig. We're fortunate to have Alyssa singing for us, and so, yeah.
So who's the lead singer? Who's on guitar? Who's on the drums?
Yeah.
Like, break it down for me.
Alyssa, who's the lead singer?
We're both the lead singer. We sing equally together. We each have our own songs that we take lead on. We're really there to support each other. I would say we're both equally lead.
Yeah, what Alyssa's not saying is she's a much better singer than I am.
Got it.
And so, but we both sing a lot, and we do a lot of harmonies together. And so Alyssa, I play guitar and I sing. Alyssa sings. My buddy Craig Huntington is the Porter Middle School Teacher of the Year. Big moment for Craig.
Congratulations.
He's our lead guitar player. He's a pretty amazing guitar player. Ben is our drummer, and Dave plays keys and percussion, does some synth, and the sexy bald man Brian Verdone plays bass for us.
So
he's one of the youngest guys in the band, but shaved the head. I guess is what bass players do. I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you a bass player?
I'm not, but I just rub my head. Like, maybe I should pick up a bass guitar or something like that. Maybe
that's what you gotta do.
Maybe it'll fit me, my aesthetic. So how'd you guys go from doing performances at the schools to being outside at the local functions and everything like that?
That's a good question. We've been around for a decade now, and some various. So I would say just grit, right? I got interested in it, and I reached out to people and connected with people. I would say our first shows happened because we were just meeting people doing fun stuff and musicians, and some buddies allowed us to open up for them, right? That's how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You connect with people, and you're like, all right, we're going to bring you in. We're going to let you do 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever. And then that led to us coming back to the venues and be like, oh, you're not terrible. We'll bring you in on your own. And then we would bring out our family and friends. And then honestly, I would go to venues that weren't really doing music as a thing, and I'll be like, what do you think about doing music here? We'll bring some people, they'll buy some drinks and whatever else, and we'll play some music. And that sort of just kept going, and it led to us creating our own thing, sort of Possm and Friends First Thursdays.
Nice.
And so we would bring in all sorts of musicians from all over the place, and we started connecting with people from different genres, and that eventually led to the Hartbeat Music Festival. So it's sort of just a slow grind, like anything happens, right? You connect with new people and new places, and once I guess we were able to bring people out to those venues, then we started getting a little freedom to be able to create our own things. And then when we were able to create our own things, we started bringing in other people.
Nice.
That was sort of just how it went.
Nice. Alyssa, how hard is it being a member of a band, six member band?
Yeah.
To get everyone on the same page?
That's a great question.
It's actually not hard at all. Like, people may find this surprising, but I think one of the reasons why I fit so well in the band is because we just all blend. You know, they've been blending for a long time, and me just coming in last year, actually, it just immediately was just such an easy transition. We all just kind of vibe off each other. We're able to communicate, and the music just works.
Nice. So it's just like a chemistry. Everybody's on the same page.
Great answer.
You guys got to be lucky.
I mean, there's moments where it's not simple, right? There's 6 of us, and we got different schedules and stuff. But I think Alyssa's right. She came in at a really interesting time for us when former student of mine, Jeremy, was the other singer in the band, and all I've known about music, I picked up a guitar in my 30s, is singing songs with him. And so when he was like, I'm going to go play solo shows now, I've done this forever, and it's been fun, but it's time for me to branch out, which everybody understood. Alyssa came in, and it brought all, and whenever someone new comes in, they bring their own sort of new energy. It doesn't matter what kind of music you're playing, what genre you're into, that creates a new energy, and that's been, I think, a really fulfilling thing for all of us. And she's brought a level of professionalism that we definitely did not have as 6 guys who are.
I was going to say that's a benefit of having a woman in the group. Yeah. Absolutely, right?
I'm working on it.
So you were mentioning that the performances you guys were doing and the networking you were doing kind of led up to the Hartbeat Music Festival, right?
Yeah. And
this is going on what, the 3rd year?
So this started in 2018, actually.
Okay.
So Riverfront Recapture, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Riverfront in Hartford. There's an organization called Riverfront Recapture. So they have this space down there, which is super underutilized it's just freaking awesome. There's like basically a stage right on the water, and there's a plaza. The Science Center is there, and so we were doing this monthly show called Possm and Friends. At that point, we were doing it at the Republic at the Linden in downtown, and we had connected with all sorts of different musicians. And so we had played a show at the Riverfront. They were doing a summer music series, and the bass player in our band at the time, Tony Kuz, who since has moved to Indonesia, and is like owns one pair of shorts and is spearfishing and surfing and lives on like $10 a day, so he's now in Indonesia. Yeah, crazy dude. Love Tony. Shout out to Tony. He's never going to hear this in Indonesia. But so he connected with the president of Riverfront. He was like, all right, this was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun tonight. How do we get down on that stage by the river? Like, how can we do some cool stuff down there? So they got back to us about a month later, and Tony and I had a meeting with the staff at Riverfront, and they pitched us like doing like a version of what we did. A couple bands down there, and I was like, well, what about a stage? And then I was like, what about 2 stages? And I was like, what if we bring our own equipment? Maybe we do 3 stages. And year 1 was basically I reached out to everybody I knew who had, Balkan Brothers and One Time Weekend and some like bands that I knew were going to pull. And I was like, we can't really pay you much. Let's do it. And I was nervous that Joey Bats was in it, that like 2 people were going to show up, and we had 2,000 people show up in year 1.
Wow.
And then Riverfront wrote grants for the next year, and we were able to pay the bands the acts a little bit more, and we did 3 stages again, and almost 7,000 people showed up for year 2 down the Riverfront to see all local music of all genres. And so we knew we were onto something. We were really, and then COVID hit.
Yeah, how did COVID affect?
It sucked. Yeah.
The festivals.
Yeah, we did. We did a bunch of stuff virtually.
Okay, I was going to ask you, did you do the virtual, the Zoom festivals?
Yeah, we did some stuff like that. So we gathered people at the Riverfront. Did the best we could, but it wasn't the same, right? I mean, I'm a high school health and PE guy, and so when I think about like happiness and what connects us, it's human stuff, like getting together as humans. So like the phones are out, and that's a thing we do, but that doesn't bring me as much happiness as like getting together with people and having conversations like this. Like that's the thing that I think makes us like truly happy as humans. So we need more of that. So yeah, 2020 sucked. How
did you guys come out of the pandemic? What was the first year of the festival coming, post pandemic?
Yeah, it wasn't quite the same. So we tried to spread the stages out so people weren't like close. And so
was it 21 or 22?
Yeah, 21. We came back and we spread the stages out. And it was fun. It was fine, but it didn't have the same feel of like everybody being in one place together and hanging out. And then we've been rained out ever since.
Wow.
It's been rained out. And last year was rain out with a tornado warning, which I didn't even know happened around here.
No, a tornado touched down like a block away.
Freaking nuts.
Wow.
We were like scrambling under the overpass. We were hiding in bunkers at the riverfront that didn't even know was happening. Like, I didn't know they had bunkers at the riverfront. So we were all hiding out there, and Artistry Tavern opened up for us, and in the evening we moved a bunch of music there, and actually an amazing artist hangout. We had an amazing time hanging out, and Charmaine Tripp is performing. I don't know Charmaine Tripp, she's won a Grammy. She was in a song with Eminem, and so she's an incredible local artist. So it was like an amazing night.
Yeah,
this year, though, I'm sick of rainouts. I think we're done with it. And so we've
Somebody
got 21.
check the forecast.
Yeah, it's gotten better.
Oh, he's been checking.
Yeah, like every 5 seconds.
What does it look like on Saturday?
It looks like a little bit of rain in the morning when we set up, and then it's gone.
Okay.
Cloudy, dry.
Yeah.
We got 21 musicians, some bands and artists, DJs. You got every genre going on 3 stages. It's free. It's family friendly. Come down to the riverfront. Support your local music. It means the world to a local band to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people watching them. It's not just, that's not the norm for us. And so it's very fulfilling and very rewarding to have this sort of thing happen.
So, I mean, 21 acts, 3 different stages. There's times on it. I DJ performances sometimes, DJing even open mic sometimes, so showcases sometimes. Times run over.
Yeah.
Things become, all jumbled up, complicated. How do you deal with that type of stress? Are you the only person that deals with this, or do you have like somebody else that runs around with their head cut off?
I'm going to answer that, but I also feel like I've been talking your ear off, and I want to give Alyssa a chance to. So Alyssa joined the band last year. So Alyssa, can you just talk a little bit about with your experience with the Hartbeat? And now it's going to be different now you're playing with us. Can you just talk a little bit about your experience with it so far?
Well, I'm not really part of keeping, the bands necessarily flowing smoothly, but I did perform. I performed one year, and it's very just set. Like, you're there. A lot of bands will actually show up before their sets to watch their friends. Everybody's usually already there, so we're ready to go. There's a set cutoff time, and everybody's just really respectful about it. I haven't personally seen anything fall over, but again, I haven't necessarily been a part of that part. But as far as I've seen, it's run very smoothly. It's such a good job, and so much thought and time goes into getting this festival together. And even the artists, this year they're helping with so much promotion, and it's just an amazing thing to see. The industry bringing people together. I feel like there's so much competition sometimes, and it's really nice to see everybody working together and seeing the payoff from it. And everybody's so respectful of each other and their time and their talent. It's just, it's a great thing to be a part of.
Yeah, that's well said, Alyssa. So we build in time in between to know that stuff is going to run over for that time. One year we had to move someone from one stage to another at the end because they fell behind with some sound stuff. So that does happen, right?
Gotcha.
But to Alyssa's point, really that we get hundreds of submissions for this, and there's just talent out the ears everywhere here. And so part of what we're looking, obviously we were looking for local talent. We're trying to represent the area that we live in, so we want different diverse sounds going, and you're going to get artists of every genre jumping up on stage together. So Hydro 860 is going to jump up and add some hip-hop element to one of our original rock songs. Like, that's going to happen to the thing. But essentially, I'm looking for people who are community-oriented, right? So are you sharing other people's music? Are you doing that sort of stuff? And if you are, then that gives you sort of a leg up in getting in a Hartbeat. And so, and to Alyssa's point, we really encourage the artists to show up early. I don't want the person who's going on first at Hartbeat to be playing to nobody. I want the other artists there cheering loudly for them, taking video, posting it online, right? And so even if it's someone you didn't know, now they're becoming a friend. A lot of bands and artists make connections, and they'll work together after Hartbeat.
Yeah, it's an incredible networking opportunity.
Yeah, it's
incredible.
Exactly, 100% right. So if you're a musician and you're not in Hartbeat this year, come to Hartbeat. Come introduce yourself to me, Alyssa, the artist. Come meet the musicians. You're gonna make friends with people. You're gonna have a chance to network with people. And so I guess point being, when that happens to people, people have handled it really well. and we'll try to make it up on the back end if we can somehow for them.
No, that's dope, man. That's dope. And I mean, if you're a music lover out there, there's something out there for everybody. I mean, 21 artists, and I've seen some familiar names. The Professors of Sweet Sweet Music is going on at 4:45.
That's right.
So, you know what I'm saying? If you in the area, in the Hartford area, or maybe just, you know, like you said, a artist and you're looking for a way to perform, something, somewhere to network, definitely come down Saturday. What time does it start?
So it goes from noon to 9 p.m. And we actually have an after party at our street tavern from 9 p.m. until we fall asleep. Our friend Kate Donnelly, who moved to L.A. and essentially became famous in L.A., is coming back and playing a set. And then we have some people who are going to play some music, and I imagine there'll be some artists that jump up on stage and sing some songs together, just have some fun. But so noon to 9 p.m. And we also have stage hosts. So like Isan and Brian Alford, who you might be familiar with, they've played in Hartbeat in the past, and now they're coming back this year to host, and they'll perform some songs in between when there's changeover time. Bar Rated Entertainment, our buddy Rob Goldberg, who opened up a business called Puddle Town. We had 5 pre-shows leading up to this, so we had a lot of acts that didn't get into Hartbeat this year. So we had Gastro Park, we had Puddle Town Adventures, we had Parkville Market. So we set up pre-shows where artists could perform as part of the Hartbeat sort of whatever, even if they weren't in the show. So we've had 30 or 40 acts play in these 5 pre-shows leading up to Hartbeat. And so we have Hydro's going to host the stage, and Equilibrium TV. I don't know if you ever heard of Equilibrium TV. They showcase local bands on a sister station of Channel 3, and they are hosting a stage. So right by the Science Center, they're going to have a stage called the Equilibrium TV stage. And it's going to be a long day. Hopefully awesome. Yeah,
Alyssa, what are you looking forward to most about the Hartbeat Music Festival?
I'm looking forward to the sun shining down on us. Not rain, but I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends are performing this year, a lot of the people that I've seen grow, and I'm really excited to see their sets and just hang out with them and have just the time to kind of, it's an all-day event, so even the after party, kind of, our set's 45 minutes. Of course, I'm excited for that. It's going to be amazing. This would be the first time I performed with Possm at Hartbeat Fest. That's huge. But just kind of hanging out and enjoying the time.
Nice.
I'm just excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Give a couple shout outs, Alyssa. It's okay. Who are some of your friends that you're pumped to see?
So Nada But Vibes. This is her first year at Hartbeat.
Yeah, she's
Hartbeat.
fantastic.
She's an incredible artist. She was fairly new on the scene, and just her growth is like just amazing, and I work with her at School of Rock, so I've seen every step of the way, and I'm so excited to see her set. A. Marquise, I don't believe he actually has a set this year, but he's hosting, and he's going to be like doing this thing in between.
He'll perform with DJ Late Night as well. Yeah, he'll be on there.
So those are I also work with A. Marquise at School of Rock, so I'm really excited to see. Actually, School of Rock is performing as well. The students there, I'm super excited to see them thriving.
11:30 a.m. So right before the festival starts on Equilibrium stage, the students at School of Rock are going to perform for probably about a 25-minute set. So we're excited to have them.
Okay.
Have them in there. And there's also there's a green room there. So all of the artists and volunteers get to go down, share a drink together, eat some food, and then connect. Right, that's the place for them to really hang out.
Nice. So it's just going to be a whole day of networking and great vibes, good music, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hartbeat Music Festival. Earl, we appreciate you passing through, man. Alyssa, thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
The Professors of Sweet Sweet Music.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
No problem,
appreciate
man.
What you guys are doing.
No problem, man. It's Titanium Radio at Titanium_radio. Keep it locked.
Tune into your radio. This is a heavyweight stadium. Music banging loud through your cranium. This is a heavyweight stadium. Music banging loud through your cranium. This is titanium. You are listening to titanium. This is titanium. You are listening to titanium.